Greetings, LoreSeekers, and welcome back to another episode of the Lost Archives, a Star Wars Legends lore series. So today I'm going to do something different. I'm actually going to talk about an insert of a character's life, namely the bounty hunter Boba Fett. This is a point in his life during the Rise of the Empire period. Shortly before 16 BBY, Boba actually met another bounty hunter called Sintas Vel, a Kiffer bounty hunter in fact, and the two formed a bond. And eventually they both decided to try and have a normal life away from bounty hunting, so they both gave up the role of bounty hunting and got married and had a daughter. As the role of bounty hunting allows for few attachments, this meant that Boba would have to find a new form of employment. Going under the name of Jaster Mariel, which is the man who raised Jango Fett, he became a journeyman protector of Concord Dawn, of an organisation that was known as Lawman and Constables, all to protect the planet of Concord Dawn, and would follow the rule and answer to the governor of Concord Dawn. This unfortunately ended in disaster as one of Boba's senior officers decided to force himself upon his wife. Now Boba reacted in a way that most men would when someone has hurt somebody they love and done something unspeakable. He killed him, and for that he was stripped of his title of protector and exiled off-world. This exile eventually ended in the divorce of him and his wife. And unfortunately, with nothing else left to do, once again, he fully dedicated himself to the role of bounty hunting. He tried to live a normal life, and he failed. So, he did what he was best at. His wife would eventually also return to bounty hunting, and they would meet on many jobs. In one occasion, Boba would leave her wounded but alive, as they were hunting the same quarry. The relationship between him and his wife, while strained, was still one of competitive bounty hunters. But the effect this lifestyle had on their daughter meant that Fett's daughter assumed that he had abandoned them, and she forever hated him for this, and when she eventually took up the role of bounty hunting herself, she would dedicate her life to hunting down her father. See, many people forget that, like with Vader, or with many other characters, there is a person behind the facade. And one of my favourite ways in which this is shown with Boba Fett is there is a novel, I'm not going to give any spoilers, where he once again re-encounters his wife after thinking her dead for so long. He finds out that she's alive and been held in captivity in Carbonite, and he's about to go on a raid with the Mandalorian Super Commandos, and he stops, he walks away for a minute, and he takes his helmet off and he sits down and he's like, he's shaking, he's like, she's alive? And that kind of reveals the real human quality of Boba Fett that not many people really see. And then after he's had this moment, he puts his helmet back on, he goes on his raid. That was him focusing himself to do the job at hand, and then, once he's done that job, he goes off and tracks down his wife and finds out what's happened. Now, they don't repair their relationship, but there is still no love lost between the two when they finally do talk. That in itself will have to be another video. As always, I will list my sources down in the description below. If you have liked this video, please share it around, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and maybe get a discussion going down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, take care, and as always, may the lore keepers ever be in your favour.